Buenos días a todos, amigos. Gracias por venir aquí. Gracias por el tiempo que ustedes han dado para venir por aquí en la casa, escuchando las palabras que yo tengo de compartir hoy. Me imagino que ustedes están pensando qué está pasando con ese gringo, qué está diciendo. Bueno, déjame decirles. So, you guys are probably wondering, what the heck is going on right now? Did we sign up for this or what? You guys are probably wondering what's going on. Well, for those who don't know, the majority of you are probably shocked right now, wondering what I'm doing. Well, I'm speaking Spanish. You guys might have known that. The minority of you would have known that. So, I want to tell you a little bit what I just said. I said thank you for coming out, and I really do mean this. Thank you guys for coming out today, investing some time, coming out today to hear some of the words that I have to share and share on this topic today. This is a persuasive speech, so I look forward to sharing with you guys, and I hope that by the end of it, by my words, and the information that I share, I hope that you guys are excited and have a desire, a drive to move forward and try something out and maybe give what I'm going to share today a shot. So to move forward with introducing my topic, you guys probably know with how I started, but it is I want to persuade you guys to learn a second language. And as I do so, I'm going to share some of the numbers because I'm a numerical kind of guy. I like seeing things put into perspective through numbers. So I'm going to share some of the numbers and the statistics and why you guys should learn a second language. I'm going to share some of the pros and cons, some of the immediate, benefits and the long-term benefits of doing so. And the overall reasoning of opinion-wise of why I feel that you guys should take on this challenge and learn a second language. So first off, it's important you guys know how I know Spanish. I had the opportunity, as many do, to go and serve the Lord. Some of you guys know that, but I served my mission in Chicago, and I was able to serve among the Hispanic people. I was able to learn Spanish and eat lots of spicy, food, and it was just a good time. But I love the fact that I was able to learn Spanish and develop that skill. I use the word skill because it really is. The United States, we are a minority when it comes to learning a second language. I want to share some numbers with you guys, like I said. So out of the entire world population, 56% of the entire world population claim that they know a second language, at least a second language, 2 or more. A lot of them, I don't know the exact number, but of those 56%, a lot of them know 3 or 4 languages or more. That's quite impressive. So I was interested in knowing, where the United States standed. We were significantly lower. Of the world, like I said, was 56%, but the United States sat at 21%. So if you think about it, it's just barely over 1 in every 5 of us, everybody you see in the grocery store, at school, at work, wherever you are, on the roads. 1 in 5 of us Americans are at least bilingual. It's pretty cool. So it's pretty interesting if you think about that, numbers wise, it's a percentages, but as a whole number, that's about just under 82 million people, United States citizens know a second language. Now, if you think about that, that's a lot of people. So why would that be so important? Why would people take the time to become bilingual, to learn a second language, if it's something difficult? Now I want to talk a little bit about the short-term and long-term effects, or not effects, the short-term and long-term benefits of learning a second language. Working is a huge thing. Everybody in here, and I shared this with my last speech, but everybody in here likes money, I would assume. I love money. I really want to work hard and be able to provide for my wife and daughter and future kids, but I love money, and I'm sure you guys all feel that same way. So if I told you that there was a way for you to increase your salary up to 4% on average I would imagine you guys would take that opportunity. Well, let me share some more numbers with you. It was reported that in the workplace, that same number is interesting. 21%, which is the same amount, percentage of Americans claim that they use their second language in the workplace. And of those 21%, it's on average, it's reported that the salary increase, that gap increase, for the people who are bilingual, they have between 2.5% to 4% average of a salary increase because they're bilingual. And if you see that if you're ever on Indeed or on careers or whatever.com or any of these job searching places, you'll be able to see that they give you an opportunity. If you are bilingual, they do say, bilingual is a plus, a pay raise, and you're in a different pay grade. So that right there is just a huge reason for me personally, and I would imagine many of us, to learn a second language. Now, many of us learn, obviously, we're all of us in here are LDS, but we learn in the gospel that, hard things, in life in general, but hard things don't come easy. The Lord expects us to put forth work. He expects us to do our part. It's just like a job. If we don't wake up in the morning, get dressed, get ready, go to work, get there on time, do our part, put in the time, put in the work, put in the effort, do our part, how are we going to expect to get a paycheck? If we're not doing our part, we're not going to receive that paycheck. And it's the exact same way. If we aren't working towards something like, learning a second language, putting in the work, putting in the time, putting in the effort of doing so, how are we going to be able to learn that skill? What I'm trying to get at is learning a second language is very challenging. There's a reason that only 21% of Americans, the minority, which is a minority number, are bilingual. Obviously, it's a challenging thing. It's not easy to learn a second language, but I want to change your mind, your mindset, and cause you to help you realize that it's more of a blessing and it's beneficial to you. The challenges are outweighed by the good that comes from it. I hope that I've been able to do that through the numbers and statistics that I've shared with you guys, especially with the money one, because that's really what excited me when I was given the opportunity, when I started my mission, to learn a second language. So what I was trying to get at is, by learning a second language, it's not going to be easy. It's not going to be, overnight that you learn it. It's going to take many hours, many conversations, many embarrassing, difficult, challenging conversations with people who are like, what in the world is he or she trying to say? There's going to be a lot of that. But in the end, and it's the more you do it, the more you practice, just like anything, the faster it's going to come, the faster it's going to work out, and you're going to be able to learn it. So I hope that by, my personal experiences and the words that I've shared today, you guys are excited to go out and learn a second language. I want to share, there's many resources that we've been given, through different companies and different, the church has some. There's a lot of resources that we have to learn a second language. Like I said, it's not going to be easy. It's not going to come super fast. It's not going to happen overnight. But as you put forth your own person, if you're doing your part, if you work hard, if you put forth the effort and time, and if you really work towards it, you'll be able to learn a second language. And I know that you guys will be able to benefit. You're going to make yourself that much more valuable in the workplace. You're going to make yourself that much more valuable in the church, in your callings, and just simply being a good neighbor, a good human. You never know when you're going to be able to exercise that second language, be able to use that second language, even if you don't necessarily use it every single day. You'll always have an opportunity to, many opportunities will arise that you'll be able to use that second language. So I want to invite all of you guys to move forward and to take the challenge of learning a second language. Whether it's Spanish, whether it's Mandarin Chinese, which those are English, Mandarin Chinese, and Spanish are the top three most used languages in the business world right now. So those are some very, very good ones to learn, and there's a lot of other ones that are very neat to learn. So I want to invite all of you guys to take that challenge, to get excited about it, put forth the hard work, time, dedication that it requires. But in the end, it'll pay off, and you guys